for this opportunity. My name is Nicole Hockley, and this is my husband Ian Hockley, and this is our son Dylan. 6 weeks ago today, we held a funeral for our 6-year-old son Dylan Hockley. I had seen his body for the first time the day before, which also happened to be my birthday. I remember looking at him in his casket and holding his hands. No parent should hold this memory of their child. Neither should any parent suffer to watch their living child try to understand why his little brother is no longer with them and wrestle with fears that this disaster will happen again. Jake is 8 and in 3rd grade at Sandy Hook Elementary. The memories of him wailing when we informed him Dylan had died will stay with me for a lifetime. He describes December 14th as the day hell came to my school. We all recognize December 14th as the day hell came to Newtown. I'm not here to remind you of our sorrow. I'm not here to proselytize about legislation. You are our elected officials, and it is your duty to create and enforce the laws that protect and help us, using common sense, morals, and a sense of humanity to guide you. Gun responsibility, mental health support, and proper school security are all important issues. They all have inconsistencies and loopholes which need to be addressed. I will never propose denying others their right to own a gun. I think of a gun similar to a high-performance sports car. In the hands of an expert, it is safe, perhaps even thrilling. In the hands of a person with mental imbalances, emotional immaturity, or recklessness, it is a death machine. This state and this country has to address the shortcomings in mental health provisions that allow people with problems to slip through the net. Communities have to work to include these people, not exclude them, and see that they are getting the help they need. I believe these are problems you will help create solutions for. I also believe science and technology have roles to play in implementing solutions. They can help with earlier identification and treatment of mental health issues, or even ideas like fingerprint scanning to ensure that the only person who can pull a trigger on a gun is the legal owner, much like our laptops. I believe innovation will help create solutions. But legislation, science, and technology only go so far. Other solutions are for us to undertake. You, me, every adult in this country, and we need to teach our children these solutions as well. I'm talking about community. Knowing your neighbors, reaching out to each other, being civil and respectful, taking notice of someone who's struggling and not being afraid to intervene and help. More talking and less texting, speaking to each other in person rather than just voice over internet, less isolated time playing video games and more social interaction. Not saying, I always knew he would get into trouble, and instead doing something before he gets into trouble. In my opinion, the legislative, science, and technology parts are relatively easy. Regaining a sense of community in America is harder. But it is our duty to do this. And you, our elected officials, must participate too. You are not just legislators, you are community leaders. On December 21st, we held Dylan's memorial service. I spoke that day about looking at my calendar and reading that I had ironically entered the day as the end of the world, based on the Mayan calendar. I said then, as I do now, that I do not believe that day was the end of the world, but the start of something new. I don't profess to know what all the changes will be, but I think it is very fitting that these changes, these new beginnings, come from this peaceful, quiet place aptly named Newtown. If we don't create these solutions now and find ways forward, then I fear we're saying it can't be done. That even now, after December 14th, that we can do no better. I refuse to accept this response. Make this the time that change happens. Don't give up because it seems too hard or too difficult. make a promise to honor the lives lost at Sandy Hook and elsewhere in America by turning this tragedy into the moment of transformation that benefits us all. Thank you.